All right. All right, getting started early today. Gonna play a little summer car today to start it off. Just kind of in the mood to play this game, see how long it lasts. There was an update, but I don't know if we're gonna do anything that will notice it. So I basically just go for the drag racing part. Let's see if we have our save ready with our drag car. We do have the Plymouth Fury mod. Let's see if our controls are all good. So our car is at the track already, and we're here at the gas station at T-Mo's. Summer car players all know who this is. But we don't need anything over there right now. So I think we're just gonna spawn over at the drag strip, and then we're just gonna get right into it with our mod. See if our car is here. Let's see what time it is. It's 10:15 a.m. Got a little bit of beer and some juice. That's about it. Some tools. This is the score table for after you race. So we're gonna get this bad boy started. So this is a modded, boosted Satsuma. I think we could turn the volume back up a little, because I can't really hear it. Hopefully that doesn't go over the mic. Okay, so we're going to turn on our boost. This is the mod here. It gives you boost. I have it figured out for what I want the car to run, what I got it to run. This also gives you all-wheel drive. It gives you some kind of anti-lock braking system, but I don't know if it actually works. I can't remember what ESP is. but it basically makes the car like a semi-automatic. Though it has an auto clutch, so it kind of has the same effect of having a clutch. So this bad boy has, I believe it has around 400 horsepower. We have to drive off so that we can get the racetrack stuff to spawn. Because if you spawn in there, it doesn't work. Technically, you have to drive to it for it to start up. Because usually spawning places with a mod breaks, like things that are triggered. So our startup guy should be there. So we're just going to wait for some cars to come around that we can race. There's 5 cars that come to the drag strip. 2 of them are kind of slow. They run like a 16, 17 quarter mile. Another one runs about a 15. And then you have 2 basically drag type cars. One runs about a 1070 and the other one runs a 10 flat. And that's one that I have my car tuned to race. And it took some doing to get the car tuned, to get it to run that. As far as getting you can adjust the rear end ratio and other tuning things. Okay, I think we're going to be racing the black car, which is the fastest car. Let's see, he's putting us in the right lane. That's what we want. We put the next car in the left lane. So but why are we not racing? Looks like somebody's stuck. There they go. Just a slight delay there. So we can make a couple of test hits back here. And the car is all wheels, so it doesn't really get any spin. It just kind of gets a little chirp. But that's in the setup too. I mean, if you really boost the thing, then it's kind of, right now it's pretty much at the borderline of out of control, basically, for this game, for the speed that it gets up to. But it wasn't easy to get this thing to tune, to get the tune right, to run this number. it was pretty difficult because of just the way the game works. You pretty much have to know what you're doing. See, that guy ran a 16. See, is our car coming up? I have to assume that he's coming up. I can't hear him. Looks like we're pointed a little left. That's who we're racing right there. Sometimes you'll get into the 9s, but usually he's dead even. We missed it. We need to get staged because he comes right up, double bulbs, and goes. So we're going a little right. I saw him on my left. I saw him out of the corner of my eye to my left. So it looks like he may have beat us. What's going on, Corey? I see you there. Okay, I'm going to try to get these guys moving here as I make my way to the timetable. Otherwise, the other cars, the faster cars, will come around and pass these guys up and mess up the order. I'm trying to get these guys going. So I'm able to race who I want. Alright. Oh man, I didn't have my seatbelt on. That could have been death. Okay. So you gotta be quick. Oh, he red lit. That's why he beat us. We only got a .3 tree, but we got a 997. He got a 10.001. But he had a big time red light. 06. So that's how we got him. So he's not going to get a time on the board yet. What's going on in Texas? Yeah, you got your TRX? Yeah, I have my TRX done. I haven't really. I'm kind of doing a lot of Lambo racing. Just because there's so many people out there racing the Lambo and the Integra, you pretty much get beat up on unless you pick American. But then you got the Z28s out there still. I don't know if this is going to work. We might be too late. We might have messed up this order here. Yeah, it put us in the left lane. Now there is a green car back here that we're waiting for to race. He's going to be stuck behind us because he doesn't know what he's doing. So I'm going to try to get him to go around here, because this idiot in this green car does not know what he's doing. If I can get him past this guy. The only problem is now it's going to be really hard for that guy to turn around to get straightened out to race. But we'll see if he can do it. Okay. So we're going to have to sit a little weird for this lane so we can see the tree. We're going to have to sit way up in the seat. Okay, so it looks like he's getting himself straightened out here, surprisingly. That was kind of cool. That's kind of funny because he kind of fishtailed a little bit because he was crooked when he did that burnout. It's kind of cool how the game figures that out. This is gonna be really sketchy though, because his left lane is really bad at the end of the track. That's why I always try to get into the right lane, which is just a little bit better. But if you stay in the right kind of in the right slot, you can get down like I did on that first pass without anything bad happening. This lane here, I think it's safest to try and stay to the right. Let's see, okay, that guy's pulling up. So he's gonna go up there and double ball me, so I gotta get in. Let's see if we can get a clean pass here. Now we're gonna have to let off. We were getting pulled way to the left there. I think the ground is just slanted, and you tend to get pulled, or the car pulls. But you can usually get it to go pretty straight. So we'll try and do this again. Get these guys. Get these guys moving. Hopefully I could get that right lane so I can get a clean pass down. Okay. I got these these guys are moving pretty good. Alright, so our pass is going to be slow, if it even counted, because we were kind of off course. So he ran 10:04 with 275, and I ran a 10:46. So it wasn't horrible. It didn't give us an overall, so I probably went off course there. But we still got number one. 299 overall to his 10:30.24. So we still got the number one spot. But that's pretty much drag racing on this game. It is tough to get up there and keep checking your time and get back up there in time. Okay. Looks like we got done quicker this time. We can just push this blue car. Usually the blue that goes first. So hopefully that won't screw up the game if he doesn't go in first. And then we should get the right lane here. Okay, so the 55 is up there. Okay, we got the right lane. Now, it looks like the green car is way up there. Because what that green car does is he just drives down it. He basically does a full length, track length, John Force type burnout and goes all the way down. So if we can stop him here, because he's going to hit us. He knocked our hood off. So then he should go up and race, and he'll just basically go. He'll just drive up to the light and go. And that's pretty much how he races. And the 55 will smoke him. So now we get a problem because we have a loose hood. This kind of stuff happens at the track, though. I'm just going to put 2 on here because I want to make sure I have time to get set here. That's kind of stuff you got to do sometimes at the track. Make sure our seatbelt on. Because there is a possibility of crashing and dying in this game. Like if I had tried to run out that pass in the left lane and I went off into the grass, there's a good chance I would have crashed out and hit a tree and died. If you hit it head on, you're pretty much going to die, even if you're wearing your seatbelt in this game. Depending on your speed, I think, but if you kind of bounce off a tree or something you can usually survive. Okay, I hear him rolling up, it sounds like. So that's basically how you reset the tree, is doing your burnout. So we kind of worked out pointing to the right a little bit. We're going left. I don't know if we crossed or not there, but you can see I can't even really hit the brakes until I get way down here because the track is so bumpy. If you start trying to hit the brakes hard there, there's a good chance you're going to go out of control. Alright, so I think I'm just going to drive in this time. Because you can see I'm thirsty. I have a mod where I can just clear that stuff. But I kind of need a break, need a quick break here. Because it's pretty difficult to keep racing and racing. Okay, so he got a horrible tree, a 6 tree with a 10, with a 2. I got a 996. Last time I got a 997, I think. So my car is a little fast. So I'm kind of a little overmatching him. But if he cuts a good tree, he'll be right there. Because I'm not really getting great trees. It's kind of difficult. So I should still have the top spot by about 25. By about 25. But I'll just show you one of the. We just got a quick drink. We're a little hungry too. This juice will satisfy our hunger and our thirst a little bit. We'll just drink one more beer. See, the problem with drinking beer is it makes you sway a little bit. But that's all part of the game. If you play the whole story and everything. Hopefully we'll get a little sobered up by the time we get up there. We won't sway too much. I don't think it affects your driving, except that obviously makes it a little more difficult to drive because you're swaying. But it's not like a okay, now we got the right lane. Looks like the green car is stuck. He's circling right now. Let's see if he gets himself straightened out to go down the track here. No, he's still circling. Let's see if we can kind of push him in. I think that made it worse. But that's just kind of a, I don't know if that's a bug or if the dev just made that intentional. If we can get him up to the starting line though, he should straighten out. Okay, I don't know what happens, what's going to happen there, because I triggered the light myself. That car is just kind of going to be stuck there. And the right lane is not going to reset. So I can just reset the whole track if I want to by leaving. Shit, that was redlining there. But I can reset the track by going down here. And then I can get back down there and get my spot. And hopefully get the cars moving again. Okay, so those two are lining up. The green car is just kind of in the way right now. So hopefully he won't affect us. We're going to have to kind of go around him. So that could be a little tricky. Okay, he may have just screwed it up. He just pushed the yellow car out. Looks like we're not swaying anymore though. Okay, our seatbelt is on. I've tried different ways to kind of block that green car out of the racing so that he doesn't disrupt it all the time. But he's just kind of a menace. Now he's kind of stuck. If I can get the yellow car turned around though. Let's see what our best move is here. If I can get that green car out of the way. They're like locked in together. stuck together. What is the black car doing sitting down there? Black car just stopped. You might have to reset this whole track. I don't know why the black car just stopped down here. He's just kind of rolling. Maybe he broke down. All right, so that's the chaos at the track of my summer car. I'm gonna try and reset it. See if I can get one more race, and then I'll probably switch over to no limit. You see a lot of people struggling to drag race in this game because even if you use auto clutch, it's really hard to stage. Because the car will want to die on you. But with this mod, it kind of gives you like a kind of like a trans brake or a line lock, whatever you want to call it, so you can basically like do max revs in first gear, and it'll stay there. So you don't have to try and do manual clutch. Because that's pretty much impossible to try and do on a joystick. Why is he pointing left? He's giving me the left lane instead of the right lane? Oh no. So he switched lanes on us. Because usually the first car gets the right lane. Yeah, see, normally the blue car is in the right lane. So he switched lanes on us. Sometimes it does that. Usually it's the other way around though. Okay, so we're going to try and line up way to the right here. That car's just stopped. I didn't expect him to come out with it so far back. So it looks like we have the black car. We're going to have to sit way up in the seat so that we can see the tree. I'm going to have to try and line up like way to the right so that I can stay on the track This will probably be our last pass. If we can lay one down, it looks like there could be a problem behind us. But I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, these guys are done. See right there, you could see it. Tried to take us to the right. Okay, the black car's coming up. I hope that didn't mess us up there, because we went a little on the center. So we'll see if we can keep it on the track. He had the red light. Okay, we're in trouble. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, we got lucky on that one. Got lucky we didn't spin into the trees. I tried to steer out of it the best I could. He had the red light pretty bad though, I think, because I don't think we were that bad on the tree. But I had to let off. I don't think I let off till the very end there. That's why we went out of control. But I could tell it was going to be. I could tell it was going to be bad there. So let's see what happened. Oh, he only went all 3 red. I thought he was a lot more red than that. And we got a 0.2 RT. We only got a 10-10 because we did let off a little. He got a 10.03, but we're still gonna be the king of the day by that small margin. And you see this guy Carey, he's in the 55 here with the 1083. That's the yellow car. That looks like a 55 Chevy. Alright. Looks like we took a little damage on our, you can see our rocker panel got pushed up here, like the door frame. And the front grill kind of got bent from getting bounced around like that. Other than that, it's not too bad. Probably still good to race. I can't tell if we have a windshield or not. I think we do. Sometimes it gets broken. Alright, so I think we're pretty much done racing here. We're going to turn our boost down. Then we're just going to drive into town. Oh, I thought lights were L. I can't remember remember what brights are. So we're just going to drive into town, and then we'll probably quit from there. It's getting a little dark. So we had a pretty good day. So those guys are lining up. I'm pretty cautious when I drive normally, just because I like to keep my car in one piece. Gotta be careful of NPCs. Oh, you kidding me, cops? Well, that's weird. I don't remember there being a shoulder for the cops here. I think this is new. So I think we can do this without getting out here. Got the manual windows. He's giving us a breathalyzer. I don't know, we could have been speeding. Yep, he got us for speeding. 120 kilometers in 100. So I guess that's around, what, 60 or 70 in a 50 or something like that. He's giving us a $2,600, not dollars, but 2,600 mark of fine. Oh, and he got us for, he got us for seat belts? Tax sticker. I guess there's a vehicle sticker in this game now. So he got us for that too. Man. Luckily I have a lot of money. Because this is a game I was playing for a long time. And then I just changed it into basically a drag racing save. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. This window takes forever to roll back up. Is it even up yet? It's like barely. So what was it? Vehicle sticker? I have to see if I can figure out how to get a vehicle sticker in this game. Unless I don't have any plates. That could be what that means. So I'm just gonna use my mirrors to pull out here. I saw that blue. I thought it was a car. Now, if you try and run from the cops, they will chase you down and usually crash you out and kill you. Because I don't know, once you run away, I don't know if you can stop and pay for stuff once you're basically like a wanted fugitive if you run on them. Downshift them a little. Too much RPM there. Alright, so let's see if the store is open. Oh, the store is open. So we don't have any food or anything. So we can buy, I'm not probably not going to save this, but we can buy some beer. We can buy sausages. That's probably all we need. Wait for thirst. We should probably just drink water. But we'll take the other stuff. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, so we'll eat our. Okay, so that gets rid of the hunger. Oh, I have plates, so it must be a new thing where you need a vehicle sticker. Let's see if we have one. I don't know how you get that. I don't know where you buy that. We can have one beer. I mean, we can have as many as we want, but I just want to be kind of steady when I drive home. Get rid of that thirst. Then there's a place around here where we can find some water. Where do we buy a vehicle sticker? So we can buy all this stuff. I wonder if we buy that at the mechanic shop. Well, you can buy some kind of this stuff. You can't buy all this, but you can buy. What are these canisters? No, you can't buy those. You can buy the, pretty sure you could buy the bug spray. What is this? Those are fuses, batteries, sugar, coffee. What is that? Yeast. And you got your food, your milk. We could buy milk. Milk takes care of your thirst. Wait, why can't I buy that? Oh, he closed. What the heck? He closed while I was in here? Bus is here. We can't close the door now. Am I standing up? No, you're good, Texas. You know, I'm just doing my thing here. Looks like the license plate's glitching out a little. It's getting out of render distance. Let's just stick her back here. There is a license place where you get plates. I bet you that's where you get your vehicle sticker. But you probably have to pass the test you have to test your car to get plates. There's a bunch of like they test it to make sure it's running right, and there's certain things you have to have to pass your license plate test. It's all part of the game. I'm just gonna grab some water. Hopefully I won't get hit by that bus because I'm not looking. I'm trying to remember where there's a water. There's a well around here somewhere. Where'd it go? Okay. Hopefully that bus won't move. I know there's a well at this guy's house. Wait, not that one. That's a good place to park if you need to, though. This guy has a well in his backyard. Yeah, it's right here. Let's see if our car will stay. I'm going to put the oh, I don't have a parking brake installed. Looks like they improved how the cars look. The car looks a lot better than how I remember. See, my car's moving a little because I don't have a parking brake. Get some of this good clean well water. Alright, we're good. It's getting dark. See if we can get ourselves set up straight here. Okay, that's good enough. So everything's going to be pretty much closed. So we can head back to the house. We do have a shortcut of a mod I got that's a bridge. Assuming it still works. Sometimes these mods will break. We're just going to take the shortcut over this bridge because it is quite a journey back to the house from town. Because you have to go all the way around this lake. Unfortunately, that guy's boat gets stuck. Don't worry about that sound there. It doesn't usually do damage. Got a little cabin here. little fishing cabin. You head back to the house and then we'll probably quit. Just kind of give you guys a whole there's other places we can go, but everything's going to be closed now. I am curious of where you buy that vehicle sticker though. I got a feeling it's got to be because you buy plates and those are permanent. There's our septic truck that we use for work. That's a dirty job. So we'll just park here. Yeah, this car is very complicated and detailed. What's going on, Caden? Is that you? It looks like your name changed. Yeah, I was actually kind of in the mood to play this game, so I just figured I might as well just go live. Alright, so I have to turn off the boost before I shut the car off or it bugs. So turn off the boost. And we shut the car off. We're pretty much done. Got our beer turned upside down back there. Got a lot of beer at the house. Got all our extras that we've accumulated throughout the years playing this. All of our old parts that have been replaced by high performance. But you know, you have to build the whole car. You gotta pretty much gotta do everything in this game. Definitely a game you should get if you're into cars. The story is difficult, playing story mode and doing things, building the car is really difficult. So what is it, like 10:30? Okay, but we're not gonna save this. So that's pretty much this game. Had a little fun on the track. I'll have to look into getting that vehicle sticker so we don't get a big fine next time we play. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put the BRB up. We're going to fire up our game. Okay. And we'll see how the game's working today. I haven't really heard about there being an update, so apparently they're just leaving these cars as they are. The Lambo and the Integra running those low 5.4s. Yeah, 5.5 all in the TRX. I think that's about my best pass in that thing too. But supposedly it'll run 5.4, but I haven't gotten the 5.4 in it yet. There's a couple of cars that are supposed to run 5.4s now, but I haven't. I don't think I've gotten any of them to that point yet, other than the Civic and the Integra, and of course the Lambo, because those are pretty much, if you know the game, and you know how those cars work, how they were in the past, you can kind of use that to your advantage to setting them up, because those cars used to, the Integra and the Civic used to be like 5.5 cars, and I think they're like the Evo used to be a 5.3 before they fixed it. So I'm pretty sure if when they buff those cars, you can kind of go by a tune from an old tune, and the car will work the same way. At least that's what I did. Yeah, so a bunch of cars got buffed. The Ferrari, the TRX, Civic, Integra, Trackhawk. And also the Charger, like the Fast and Furious Charger. The F-150. And when you see the cars out in the lobby, then that kind of gives the idea that the car's been buffed, because you'll see people out there with them. And usually the YouTube tuners will have tunes out for them pretty much immediately. By the next day or the next couple of days, they'll have tunes out for them. And those guys are beta testers, so that's pretty much my theory as to how they're able to get those tunes out so fast. Okay, I just want to make sure everything is set up for this game. Get our settings, and you can see once we get our settings put in for racing, there aren't that many out here. Usually race on Battle Creek. Use night mode. I don't want to race a bike though. No one ever usually races them. We're still sitting on number 5. We got that 5-3 with a good tree. But I wasn't able to get, it's pretty difficult to get a you'd have to get like a 39 or a 38 with a really good tree to get ahead of any of these guys. And 37, that's kind of crazy. I think I ran a 38 once since the Lambo was, I think it was just reverted back to how it was before they tried to nerf it, and it's running 5.3s again. I think it might have had something to do with, because they buffed those other cars, they may have had to revert back to some settings that make the Lambo fast again, too fast again, is what I think. Though I think it does run slightly different. I think it I'm trying to think of what the difference is. Then but it's very similar to how it was when it ran 5.3s before. But I think the traction is slightly different. Yeah, we can run TRX if you want. I should have it up here. I can't remember exactly where I was tuning it. running full tree. Is that what you meant to run? I'll have to try and guess the tree on this. Oh, you're the guy with the yeah, you disconnected. No, the TRX is not the fastest vehicle. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this. Yeah, you can go ahead and do Pro Tree. You can put it for how much money you want. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, the American cars, they threw a few more out there for us to play with, like the F-150, this, plus the Ferrari. I end up sticking bars on mine and screwing up my no bar car. This car is buffed. I haven't gotten this thing, but this car is supposed to run 5.4. I forgot about these. The Mark IV, the Datsun are supposed to run 5.4, but I haven't got mine there yet. Mine are in the 5.5s. And then this Charger will run 5.5s. I haven't seen anybody out here in any of these cars putting up big numbers in them as far as breaking into the 5.4s, so we'll have to see if anybody can do it. And then the tunes are out there on YouTube, so people are going to be trying. Because I missed first gear on that one. 765 on your 60 foot? I don't know about that one. I might have to go to the judges on that one. That seems a little, you know what I'm saying? That's a pretty crazy 60 foot for an American car. I got better shifts that time. 52 to 52, but I got you on the tree big time. And you're gone. I'll give me another test pass. Another 52. I think I need a little better on that first gear to get that down a little. Yeah, I kind of thought you were having some connection issues over there. Yep, good races. Yeah, Corey. Is there something wrong with the iPhone? You can't go fast on iPhone? What does that mean? I think an iPhone is better than Android in a lot of cases, especially because you have a lot of tuners out there that are on iPhones. And so there's going to be tunes out there because the tunes don't necessarily work between the two. So, but as far as like which one's better in general, I don't know. Which one's faster in general, I don't really know. All right, what's going on, Ghost? Just out here chilling in my Lambo. Let's see if there's any. I'm just creeping up towards 200 million. That's kind of my long-term goal. See if anybody's out here lurking in there. Oh, that's a mistake. I didn't want that. Oh, but we got Nocturnal. That was a surprise. Assuming that's him and not somebody just using his name. I was late on first gear on that one. He didn't get a very good tree. He only got an 06. We got the same ET though. Yeah, I can run you in a different car if you want. I don't think that's him sending me a message, because I've never really talked to him. Yeah, I'm doing good. Can't complain. Time he read with it. We got it 53. He's 004 red. He seems to be a bit inconsistent over there. with the tree and the ET. What is that Mustang run? Because I can probably grab something to go head to head with you if you want. I'm just kind of getting ready to do some Lambo passes. What we should be saying, that thing ran a 5.6 or a 5.7. Let's see what I don't think I have that car. I think this car, let's see. I think this might be a little too fast. This car I actually set up to run around a 5.7. I can race here with that just for fun. You want to run Box Nova? What is your Box Nova run? Can I run you in my Nissan? Are you running 5.4s in that? It's just for fun anyway, so. I'd like to get some tests. Oh, I thought you said Box Nova. Because I know I probably have a car that will run about what yours. Let's see what yours does. Yeah, because you said Box Nova, so I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, that thing, your car should be able to at least run like mid 5.7s. You need to turn it up to, the thing should really top end at around at least 242. Maybe more, maybe 243, 244. Oh, I got a lot of spin in that one. All right. Good races there, but you were pretty much overmatched, especially if this thing is running right. this thing will run 5.4, so hopefully your box Nova, hopefully it won't be a mismatch. All right, here we go. Import versus domestic. My car was a little too sticky on that pass. Oh, I caught you with those yellow bars again. Have you tried turning your graphics down at all to get rid of those yellow bars? And my car's a little too sticky right now. Still got the 51. Yeah, I mean, you really need pretty good internet and a good phone for this game. I mean, I have like my last regular phone was S22 Ultra, and the game still works perfectly fine on that, and that's like a 4-year-old phone now, I think. I have a newer phone, but it's not an S phone. It's a flip phone, but the game works perfectly fine on that, and that's not as powerful as an S phone. Oh, Ghost, you're out there racing a no prep Lambo? It's not even fair. Let's see, I'm gonna grab a couple cars here. Don't need that. Might race this. Yeah, I mean, sometimes just a notch on a couple of things will get your game working better. So what car did you want to run? Here, I'll bring I'll run you with this. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever you want to run. You know, there's just fun races, so. I just happen to have this car available. Oh, that's the heat turned on. I was wondering why I couldn't hear. I think I messed up my shifts on that. Yeah, see, your car was looking pretty smooth on that pass. No yellow bars. See, I can tell that your game is running better because your car is smooth. It's not teleporting at all. I don't know why that truck did that. This truck is a little. See, you got a 5.4. That was a good pass. Good clean pass. I just want to look at this thing for a second. For some reason I'm getting that extra bounce in there. I don't know why. Got you on the whole shot. See, your car is definitely working a lot better now. You might be able to shave a little off that tree. But that's a thing. If you've got a bad connection, you're going to be lagging a little bit. So you may get some better passes, but they're going to be laggy, and you may get some slower passes. But if you have a solid connection and you don't have too much graphics for your connection, you're going to be much more consistent. You shave a little off your tree there, and you should be fine. Yeah, what kind of phone do you have? Because I mean, really, you don't really need a super fast connection for this game. You really only need. I've played this game on 100, around 100 megabyte, 200 megabyte, and it was perfectly fine, if I remember. Right now I think I'm running around 600 or 700, so it's going to be, you know, no problem. Oh, you're playing on a tablet? Yeah, I've never played on a. I have a tablet, but it's older, so the game won't even. You know, the tablet is just not powerful enough. Even trying to turn graphics down. But I mean, if you have a good tablet, you can make it work. Yeah, this truck needs some work. Kind of want to take out some of my good cars to see how they're working. $43 mil, huh? You could buy a lot of Lambos with that. Okay, it's a Lambo. I'm not gonna. I mean, I would race him in this, but Lambo's just too loud. I'll race Lambo versus Lambo because then I have to turn down the volume for myself anyway. But looks like we got Reaper out here. Holy cow, 46 in this. I didn't get a very good tree though. Fix this stuff before I forget. He got the 58 and the Datsun. I think I have my Datsun and my Mark IV around mid 5.5 right now. Then I kind of gave up on him. I wasn't able to get him any better at the time. I didn't get good shifts on that one. 49 to the 54. Good races. Reaper. Guy throwing 50K out there with a domestic car. Take that race. This car seems to be working pretty well though. It's a little bit late on second with the 49. 56. I mean, I don't feel bad racing a Z because I've seen people run 46s in the Z, so especially since they can pretty much beat any American car and most other cars. Looks like he got some wheelie on that one. 472. Oh, he treed me. That's why he looked real close. Yeah, hopefully they won't break this car. I thought I saw wheelie. No, I'm kind of normal. Assuming that's how it actually looked on the live pass. Just gonna see how my Lambo's running. There's Integra. I don't really mind running Integra with this because Integra can run low 5.4s too. So it's really the only matchup for the Lambo. See what's out here. We got Reaper in his. Is that the Ferrari? This guy really likes racing me. I think he likes getting on YouTube. Even though I don't have that many viewers, he's not going to get famous on my channel. My car didn't work right at all. He got the red light. Still a decent pass, but not a good tree. Sometimes it takes a pass or so for your car to start working right. Just all depends. You see that second gear came came in too late. That's not a good matchup for him though. That's a good time for the Ferrari. Mine is I can't remember what I was able to get mine to do, because I changed my no bar and stuck bars on it. But I have the no bar tune anyway on YouTube, so I think those are a little better shifts. You got the red light. There we go. We got a 41. Definitely better shifts. Not a very good tree though. That's a mismatch though. For pretty much anything anyone's gonna bring. That's gonna be a mismatch. Unless you got a Lambo. Let's see what's going on in the global. Yeah, Ghost, what did you want to race here? I think this is a 5.6. Yeah, these guys say they got a 5.6 car, and then all of a sudden they bring a car that runs 5.5. Oh, I got my volume at Lambo volume. I could still hear my car though, so. Okay, not what I was expecting, but I think my car will do a little better than that. I think I just need to shift it better. I wanted to race that Lambo. It's probably pretty busy on the game right now, though. Might be difficult to get a good pass down, especially when I'm streaming. Looks like my YouTube's falling behind here. I don't know why it does that. It's like it's delayed. I don't know who got in this race. I didn't see it. For some reason, the YouTube page keeps falling behind. I guess he wants me to stage. Trying to catch me off guard. My car was way off on that one. Second gear didn't hit right at all. Yeah, sure, go ahead, Ghost, put up a code. Yeah, that's why I hate typing, and when I'm streaming, it's kind of difficult. What is going on with my YouTube? Yeah, the new interface for YouTube streaming is horrible. Doesn't work. It's just stuck on the. It's not advancing. It's like way behind. I don't know what the deal is. See if I can get better shifts on this one. I got a lot of wheelie on that one. Got a 63. I think that's about the best this car will do. The way it's set up. It's not super consistent. I don't know. I've seen people run 5.5 in this no bar, I'm pretty sure. Look at my car swerving all over the place. This car's squirrely. See that? I'm almost there. 61 to a 62. That was a good race. There it is. We got the 59. This thing you got to shift really quick. If you get those quick shifts, '62. I don't know if they buffed this car or not after it originally came out. All right, good races. Yeah, he's got the no bar Z, right? Looks like his car is a little squirrely too. See, his car's fishtailing a little. Mine went straight that time. No, mine went a little sideways. I can't tell which car is going sideways. I think both of them are. That's what happens. But he gets down there pretty good. Yeah, it's too bad you can't jump in the on the YouTube chat, because it'd be a lot easier to just drop codes on there. It's a lot easier for me to, instead of having to go into the, because I'm like operating a lot of controls here. Might have to be BRB though first for a little bit. I kind of want to get some more runs in this Lambo. It's just kind of fun trying to get 5.3s, really. Because it's the only car that'll do it. Might be tough now with a lot of people on the game, and the live stream will make it more tough. I'm gonna take that BRB real quick. What's up, Carlson? If you're there. Okay, we are back. Yeah, I mean, of course, the Lambos, the all-wheel drives and stuff are going to be good on no prep because they get all kinds of traction, maybe even too good a traction for for the game because you can barely make changes to the thing, and it's still going to be pretty close to what it runs on prep. I don't know about a front wheel drive car like this thing. That thing might be a little more trickier to get, but it'd probably be a lot easier than trying to get it. One of the American cars are a lot more difficult to run no prep on. Because it's a lot harder to tune. Because they're just going to go all over the place on a no prep track. But you could put this, I could take this Lambo and stick it on no prep, and it'll probably still run a 5.5 as is. But it's I don't think it's really a car that you would consider a real no prep car. And that Lambo's obviously broken, and the Integra is I would consider it OP because the thing runs low 5.4s. And it's going to be a lot easier to beat people because if there's people out there running no prep just because they think, they watch like Outlaws or whatever, kind of YouTube channels and stuff, and it's typically all no prep, outlaw and that kind of stuff. So they're, they want to get like a Mustang or something like that, and for this game, that's like an automatic disadvantage. You think you're going to be able to race like, be competitive with everything, but for this game you're not, because there's too many cars that are faster. than other cars. They're not balanced, so you're going to be disadvantaged if you don't know what the meta cars are. Got the Civic going after the Lambo. Or not. I don't think somebody with a name like that would know the tire size. I would think he would know this is a Lambo by the tire size, unless he thought it was an Integra. This car is just not running right tonight. The gears are not right. It's getting way too much traction. Hopefully it'll go back to normal. I missed all the Lambos. Yeah, you might as well build an Integra before they, I would think they're going to nerf them at some point. Took them a while last time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My cars are not up to par tonight. Shouldn't be getting beat by an Integra. My cars are slow. I don't know why. Let's try some different cars till my cars start working. I think my cars are working really good, yeah, when I wasn't streaming. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't affect them that much. Yeah, see, that should have been a better pass. That should have been a 5.4 with that 60-foot time. He hit the yellow bars. Try something different. The guy's running 24s by 16. I wonder if that's a Lambo. Okay, so we don't want those. I was trying 24s on one of my Lambos, but it didn't seem like it was enough tire to get up to speed. Oh, did I just run no prep? The heck is that? My car just glitched out. There ain't no way on earth this car can run that. Prep. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I ran Steam. Maybe Steam is still hanging around somewhere in memory or something. That was a crazy pass for that car. Might have to restart my game. Yeah, see if you block front wheel drive and exotics, Lambo and Integra, it's hard to get a race. Pretty much all you're going to get is a Z28. still waiting. This car I don't think has been buffed. 30 out to 10.5 car. I think it's got low bars on it. They're almost touching. Yeah, see, that was somewhat normal, but the trees are bad tonight. Not getting good trees. Let's take out some cars I want to race. Still have a bunch of cars that are kind of a work in progress. I want to see if that thing will make a good pass. I haven't even used Z28 in a while. Yeah, I think I'm going to restart my game. Seems like it's getting a little sketchy. I think Steam Player uses the same kind of interface as this does. So I think if Steam's kind of still hanging around out there in memory, if there's any files still running from it. Let's see if there's anything running. I really don't like running Chrome because for some reason you have a couple windows open, yet they need to have 11 instances of Chrome. I don't understand why. But I have to have it for streaming, so let's see. Maybe it was because I was in the wrong lane. Get rid of bikes. Let's see how the game works now. TKL Power. I don't remember seeing this name before. Yeah, I remember, I don't know if it was yesterday, where all my Lambos were crazy fast. Yeah, see, it shifted normally that time. 43. Not a very good tree. 43 is certainly in the ballpark, though. Depending on which car I'm running. People really jump in on those Lambos. I'll try this guy. Try jumping into his race. I think I recognize his car. Yeah, I've tried other tire sizes, but seems like for me, the 25s are the best. That's not going to be the same for everybody. See, my car launched like a rocket that time. Holy cow. I could tell that was going to be a good pass. That was like a super smooth, like a Elon Musk rocket launch. It was almost too fast to even get my shifts. My first and second were late. Maybe I need to use that track. I kind of left the global. Pretty much everybody left. I actually never got my snack though. Between those breaks I took. So I'll have to take a real snack break eventually. I just started way too early. I think around 9 o'clock. About an hour ago was a good start time for me. Shifts were a bit slow that time. I'm gonna try. What was that track we were on? Was it Lally River? Or was it New Jersey? I think it was New Jersey. see. I don't know why Ringgold's saying he's got a 590 bracket car. He says, is anybody good at 590? And then he says, I'll race a 590 car versus a heads-up car. That's not even a fair race, because why would you race someone with a heads-up car that's not a bracket car versus a bracket car? Unless he's saying he's going to race it heads up. Either way, if it's somebody with a 5.5 heads up car, it's pretty much an L for him. But if it's somebody with a 5.5 heads up and they race 590 and they race, you know, like bracket, just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what he's looking for. That's C3. I've raced him before. That was totally messed up. I got like a lag bump right off the line. I think I'm going to stick with my track. I don't think I have anything extra in the Wi-Fi tonight. Yeah, Cali boy. His car is jacked up and back. He wants to play staging games. I think he always does that. I don't know what that was. He got a 124 tree and a 660 on the 60 foot. That's a lag pass. 100%. I'm pretty sure I remember his car being like this. He wants to play games with the tree. See, his car, I didn't even hear his car. His car never tacked up. Should have blocked him. His car was so laggy, I didn't even hear his revs go up when he took off. I don't know what that was. Pretty sure I had him blocked before. This car's a low rider. There we go. Finally get a good pass, but it's too bad it's a 5-3. That could have been laggy too because he was right 02, almost 03, and I got a 663.60, which is pretty low. That was a clean pass. I thought it would have been faster. He got the 53 in the Beamer. I don't know if my Beamer sits up that high or not. I don't think it does. And my second gear was slow on that one. See if I can put down a decent pass in the Integra. Music was getting to me. Now this car is hesitate, first gear, and I'm good to go. Should be a good one. 43 in the Integra. That's one of the better passes I've made. Just able to hesitate first gear. Just getting that first shift off is a major accomplishment. And then getting the rest of them off right, then the car will probably be even better. But I think I got the rest of the shifts pretty good, to where I think at least I'm trying to shift them. But that first gear is rough because I'm used to those quick shifting first gears. Got the Gremlin. That's weird. Why does this car sound like mine? See, my car had no traction. That passed. I only got a 49. That's the problem with this car, though. You think you gotta hesitate, and then the first gear just spin. It's kind of hard to tell. Doesn't look like it's spinning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending stream pretty soon, though. Turn all this off and seeing how the cars run after that, I guess. Oh, we got the Nomad, the Petty Nomad. Got some different cars out here tonight. Yeah, I'm thinking end stream after this race. It's been kind of one of those nights. Yeah, my car didn't run right. Probably because he left. Threw my car off. And he's yellow bar, of course. Red light, yellow bar. He probably had no idea when this car was going to launch because it was lagging so bad. He just left. All right, I think that's enough for one night.